Guys, morning, folks. Happy Splasher here. We're going to be doing some pit runs this morning. Also, going to be talking about the event that's coming up for tomorrow. So yeah, as you can see, it's already in the news. You have these three units here. Talking about Tinker. Strick here deals damage to a lot of units. Has splash. Also, he has an attack boost. We have Mina here, which will get extra attack. And then also deal damage whenever the Warlord or our units are attacked, and then also has accuracy. And finally, we have Tinker here, which will summon a Tesla X that deals damage whenever the unit dies on the field, and then also gives an attack boost. And we have the deals damage to nature units, and then also gives heal whenever it gets attacked. So pretty good units right off the bat. I advise people who are either starting out for the first time, if this is your first event, I would probably spend some either gems or real money in order to get some really good units. Rick being the best out of the three, and then and uh, Mina and High Tinker, probably close second. Checking out some events, making sure that we have stuff clear. Okay. We're going to make sure that we have our Warlord correct. Right now, we're still going to do pirate unless otherwise indicated. So let's get our pirate. So we have our pet. And also see if we have still our guild bonuses ready. So we have our attack. We have everything except the building one. We're actually going to leave this building one off until later. We are starting to run out of buildings. That is something to be aware of. Okay, we have this pit boss here. So whenever block happens on their side of the field, which is the attacking defense of one of our units, every third turn, one of our units turns to 0 attack, and then every 8th turn, all of our units will get 0 attack. So we'll have to be wary of that. We need to make sure that we have both units that have good attack and good defense. So when it swaps, it won't be such an issue. Right. A lot of buildings out in play. We'll summon our pentagrams. Right. Okay, placement. We need to make sure that this line is covered so that we can deal damage. Also make sure that this line is covered too. We have poison runes, have health, attack, damage to them, attack. Okay. Let's see. We will start off with this unit here, making sure that we get some damage going in. Also, whenever one of our chaos units come into play, you'll get a health and attack boost. That's good. All right, they started off with this unit that deals damage to one of our units whenever our warlord gets attacked. And whenever one of our units appears, we get toxin. So that means that their attack will be lowered every time attack. And then whenever one of our units dies, again, we want to kill this unit as soon as possible. What we'll do here is we will a couple of options here. Well, they'll both be freezing waste. We're going to summon this unit for damage. Also going to place it over here. That way you can get shielded by another ranged unit. Making sure that we can clear out their units first and then go from there. Run up a turn or so. You've got an attack boost and defense boost. Good, see if we can combo off some chaos units there. Change. This is going to die from pentagrams. Let's see what we can do here. Get our summons. Summons are going to be good for that lane too. When this unit, whenever we summon one of our melee units, their attack will be stolen, and then ranged units' attack will be stolen there. I deal enough damage with that. Yeah, that's fine. We can waste this unit. Oh no, that's still gonna get stolen. It's not good. Sweet. Better range unit. Good. We'll have enough damage for that. This unit here. Seeing which unit actually had their attacks zero. I didn't see anything. So we have this unit. Whenever steal happens on their side of the field, we'll freeze one of our units. We'll give all these their units too. So we just need to summon something that'll kill that. Yeah. So this is gonna die from combat. That unit's over here. Doing a shuffle. Make sure everything find something that kills that. No, nothing. This unit can deal damage to all of their units, but also deals damage to our units too. So we'll look for one more attack. We'll use our last shuffle there. Still nothing again except this. So we'll summon this unit. Gives Metal Shield to all units around itself. And then we'll give an attack boost whenever we're in a ranged hero's attack, so that'll be good for us. A couple of good options here. We have our ranged unit to follow up with in one of these two lanes. We can also deal damage as well. And then units deal damage when it comes into play, and then also attack damage. Pretty good. And whenever an order, on our side attack, so there'll be a little bit of attack boost. We have some removal here with this unit, and then we also have again this ranged unit to follow up with. Seeing the block we have, we'll put that 157. It's need 76 damage. Rather save this unit for later because of the chaos units that are going to come up. As you can see, when the block triggered, it swapped some of the health in the attack. We're going to have to defend this unit, most likely. Didn't say anything about the buildings. So that's good. And same thing from before. We're using unit to block. Also deals damage at the end. Every generation. It's not good. Have to pile on the damage. I would have liked to summon this unit, but it won't have. It would not have dealt enough damage in order to kill this unit. All right, moving on. Okay, all of our units are going to have 0 attack, so we'll just wait to do our boosts. Actually, we'll need to do a boost now in order to kill this unit. So we'll give a boost. And then coming here with the healing of attack. some reason, it looks like the ability to shrink the attack isn't going through. It's kind of weird. We summon this immune unit, and it will give health whenever one of their units are summoned. I'll have to start piling damage in over here. We would like to kill this unit, but we'll have to stack in the line here, making sure that we can clear out their units first. It's good that we still have this building so we can deal damage later on. Again, we're going to follow up with this unit. Actually, this unit, since it's immune, it won't be counted as part of this unit's abilities. So in this case, it'll actually it'll deal damage based upon higher damage. The attack steal, I remember that. So 29, 32, 23. Ooh, off by 1. Right. Let's see. 32, 3, 41. Yeah, off by 1. Actually, well, this is range here, so will that count? Oh, count. Well, we'll summon for random damage. Does the attack? Oh, it gets the attack moved after. That's okay. Well, we killed these other 2 units, so I'll be fine. He's gonna die. Unit might probably die too. Yeah, it was really important that we. Okay. Well, 4th. Well, we want to summon a unit that isn't going to lose that much off of health. So. This unit there. Next turn, we'll either be summoning this unit because of the stats, or this unit because of the building's going to take care of this. So good. Summon this unit here. The ability to freeze one of their units. A unit that attacked. Good. Then we're going to use these buildings to deal damage there. Defense. Still have to kill this unit. Damage that it's going to be doing. We're going to and gives vampirism over there. Okay, that died. Okay. Okay, right now we don't have a lot of attack going on the board, but we do have board coverage, so that's a good thing. So we can hold. Going to be summoning this unit in order to block for this building. Do some damage, and we'll still need to kill the unit. Because it's also giving us the toxins as well, so it's making our attacks pretty weak. If we do have enough sudden deaths, we'll eventually get the win, but it's unlikely that we'll be winning by that. Let's see? There. Okay. We're going to be summoning this unit in front. It has the mental shield. We're going to set up for this unit next turn so that whenever one of our units dies, they'll take damage. All right, died by pentagrams. Most likely this unit is now going to die by them summoning a ranged or melee. It's fine. And we want to just make sure that this building stays alive. Uh, Just going for damage right now, so we will summon here. We'll get rid of wounds on our side, and then we'll get an attack boost for every one of the empty slots, as you can see there. Good. Unit's going to die by the building, so we'll need some sort of melee unit in order to attack this. And with the attack steal. Uh, 30, 32, so I'll put it at 55. And so we'll summon this unit. We'll deal damage to our units. Okay. Okay, it's getting regen because of any hero. I thought it was just heroes on our side. Okay, not a problem. Just stack up the damage here. Wait up on that. Okay, so our goal now is just to deal as much damage as we can so that we can then use the sudden deaths. I don't imagine that we're going to win in this first attempt because of how small our health is. But as you can see, pretty good glimpse of what's going down in terms of units that we need to be aware of. So in this case, it would be these circuits that have the toxin. I could have summoned this melee unit. It would have had um, the extra units needed in order to kill that. I think we'll need to actually hold down the line a little bit. Okay, and we still have your points. We're gonna summon this building in front to help defend this ranged unit over here. Still has the freeze, so that's good. A lot of our attack still being stolen. As you can see, the sudden deaths are going up a little bit at a time, so as long as we can guard these lines, fine. Okay. Remember this unit, whenever one of their units come into play, they'll take damage. And then at the beginning of the turn, there'll be damage in the line here. So we're just going to be summoning this particular unit. It has a little bit of heal. We don't want to waste this better unit over here. And we don't need the flight we did. Okay, our unit finally died, so that's unfortunate. But we did heal everything to full health. And, melee summon here, a little bit of damage. Okay. More health steal again. I'll leave this open and so that's going to die from the building. Sacking for damage. I figure out why is this unit taking 50? So weird. Poison. Okay, well this unit will die. Oh, we have our another building here. This is where the guild building boosts would have helped out a lot because then every one of these units would have had an attack boost. It's fine. I realize that we are not going to be able to freeze this unit now because we have this building. Right? I want to see if I can deal enough damage over to this. And then we can still freeze it if necessary. Okay, just putting some ball in front. Okay, we were able to kill one of them. Good. All right, we're gonna not use these yet. Still don't have lethal, so we'll just skip the turn. As you can see, all of our lanes are clogged right now, which is not good. Okay. Extra damage, fine. Again, making sure that we can take care of their units. Playing for the long game right now. They'll skip. Okay, so this building is going to die. This turn. Okay, this it's going to die on the combat. Use that. Actually wait for this. Still get an attack boost. So maybe we can just stack up the damage here so we can get enough damage. We'll actually put it here. Okay. Slowly get an attack boost. So we'll eventually swap on there. Same thing with the damage. Well, actually, will it be enough? Let's see here. 117, so we'll deal 64, but that the regen comes in first, so never mind. Play. Would have actually been able to. That's fine though. They'll need a third round of damage to come in. By that point, we'll still have enough damage. Oh no! Oh no! Did mess up. That's not good. Okay, that's unfortunate. All right. Well, I'll do what we can in terms of that we can these units. That is unfortunate. I knew we should have changed the timing so that we dealt enough damage. I just wasn't sure if the pentagrams damage comes first or the regeneration comes first. Forward. We'll be summoning here as a flight. Also gives spikes. Okay, we finally got rid of that immune unit. So gotta kill this unit next, and then again focus on killing it. Our attacks are slowly going back up. That's good. Okay, that'll be lethal over here. We'll continue on with our fight. Block for this lane. Right, yeah, our building is really carrying us right now, dealing the damage that we cannot deal. All right, this is back in combat, so that's good. Going to do some calculation. There's vampirism on this. Actually, no vampirism. So 63 and 37, 100. Oh yeah, we'll actually be able to kill this in combat. There we go. Finally. Whew, okay. All right. Yeah, those swaps actually haven't been hurting us. Sometimes it's random and it's been going into play, but otherwise it's been doing pretty much nothing. Great. Something here. As the attack stolen, that. Damage and then and you can see our sudden deaths are now at 17. Summoning some trashier units. So a little bit of this there. Okay. I was gonna say it was going pretty good until they summoned another unit. Oh, again, we still need to contend with our units, so deal damage as quick as we can. All right. Most likely, this unit is now going to die. All large units. Okay, they summon that large unit again with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will get still not quite enough more. We'll at least kill that unit, and then we'll follow up here. In terms of stats, I mean, this one would be pretty. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. A little bit of poison, so good. And making sure that we can get rid of these units so that we don't lower our attacks. There's likely they're going to be something over here. After we're going to be summoning this unit. It has the ability to get an attack boost, deal some damage whenever. For the turn, it was shrunk, but that's fine. Deal some extra damage to their ranged units, and then whenever it kills something, there'll be damage rune on their side. So we can do some damage to their ranged units. Okay, no ranged units. No units again. Okay. Going to be summoning. Going to be summoning. In this unit here. Whenever one of our units come into play, we'll get heal, and then we'll get some regeneration to our units whenever they're attacked. We're not going to be fighting these guys anymore because they have too much health and they're taking away from our attack. Fine. That's fine. Fine. Fine too. Okay, we don't want to use this quite yet. Still have some damage that we can take. Good. Something here. So, on this unit. "40 turns. Haven't seen that'll go by that long. Okay, we can still take a little bit more damage. Is this enough? This might be enough. 1, 2. Yeah, this is definitely enough. 20, 20. Let's use our sudden deaths. Already got a victory here. Making sure we don't go too fast because sometimes the game crashes if you. A little bit of an overload. We didn't use too many big units. So fine. Be there. On depth. It's 41 turns. Good design. Okay, now we have this boss over here. Whenever okay, one of their units will get bleed to our units every third turn. All units that we have that are bleeding will take damage, and then every fifth turn, all of our units bleed. We want to save this boss for tomorrow because there is a node in the world event that requires you to open a certain amount of legendary chests. So what we're going to try and do here is deal as much damage as we can without killing it so that we can have it ready. We're going to still stick with Pirate until otherwise noted, and we'll go from there. All right, some pentagrams, times attack, health. So because our units are going to bleed, we need to have either enough floaters where if they die, something else will occur, or enough health. So in this case, here, it's going for damage right now. Also, because of the amount of bleeding that's going to occur to us, we're going to have to race them or game. Unit has too much health, so we're just gonna have to off for now. Could potentially freeze it, but in terms of games, it's not going to be that good. Could we kill in the next couple turns? I don't think so. But also, it will kill us in a couple turns if we don't do that. So, a bad opening for us. Regenerate. It's not. Okay, you might have to drop the spider too. We'll try and no, we want to optimize for damage. Yeah, we'll optimize for. Well, actually, we'll freeze it and then see if we can. So we'll do random summons. That's the way that we wanted. Taking a big risk right now and seeing if we can. If we can get this to freeze, we'll be in good shape. If we can't, well, we'll just get our damage in. Okay, so our gamble paid off. And it's going to die. We can actually now kill this, so that'll be good. Okay, so I'm from combat. This will use something. And this unit has flight, and then that. Speed, good. Okay, this unit is bleed whenever it attacks. Still frozen over here. Will die from bleeding, and this will die from bleeding. I think I'm just going to be trading off units. So see if we can find a better option. Yeah, this will be okay. So we'll summon this unit here. Right. There'll be some bleeding to our units. Whenever a unit gets summoned on their side of the field, it'll shrink all of their attacks to 1, so it'll give it ability to. Okay. But as you can see, they are now affected by bleeding for a lot of damage. Follow up. Something. Oh, yeah, Pierce. That's good. Also can lower their attack. And this unit will get extra attack because we want to be able to affect those other units as well. The bleeding won't matter so much because this unit has the mental shield. Whenever it gets attacked, we need to control this line, which we'll do so because we put our Mary in front of that. Do enough lethal damage 3 times, so twice, 3rd time. We'll get some health back from the kills here. And there'll be damage to that. Right. We are taking the risk that the crystals come in front of them, so that we can get a 3rd round of block. Okay, that did not occur. Unfortunate. Oh, Yeah, there was just too much extra damage that was going on. It's unfortunate. That we will. People want to do spider. Yeah, we'll try with spider. I mean, we're already here doing this anyway, so. Well, okay. So as you can see, we only did about like 360-ish. I'm gonna switch to spider, just because of the greater health that they had. Walk here. Okay, this time we don't have the pentagrams, so that's unfortunate. We'll be starting by just optimizing for damage, so we'll put this unit here. It says it summons the death runes, also has splash, and then when it dies, it will deal damage to their units. What affected us the most was the bleeding from that particular melee unit. Okay, fine. We'll mark it poison, and then we'll also summon this unit. It sets one of their units attack to 1. They're over here to defend. So damage. Hopefully we can keep this unit alive enough times where we can actually just stack their entire rows and piles with the death runes. Okay. This will take the damage as for a different type of unit. Oh, even better. Great. So we do have white units, and we don't have blue. I'm going to be summoning this ranged unit, has a flight, deals damage to them. We have toxin because this unit gave toxin as soon as it came into play. Also has evasion, which is an issue, but not a big issue right now. Again, as long as we have this unit alive, still set. All right, at this point, we will do the board wipe. And then this unit will give extra attack to their melee units, but also give bleeding to enemies at chaos. So you want to kill it with a melee unit if you can. So this unit will have this unit. Will actually trigger. Well, all these units will now bleed. Okay. And all those units will get some health back with our bleeding. So decent stats. This unit's going to die in 2 turns, but at this point we have the board pretty much covered. We're going to optimize for damage if we can. All right, it's going to die. Now in terms of damage, pretty good setup going on here. And this unit's going to die, but it's also going to deal damage whenever it dies as well. Okay. We just need to deal 100. And most likely, the summons are good. And we're just going for damage because we have so many runes, so that will die. And then in terms of good stats, this will be fine because this is also the only space where they can attack. We have this unit. Whenever it gets attacked, it will freeze, and then whenever one of our melee units gets attacked, it will also freeze as well. Okay, some more bleeding again, as you can see. And we're just stacking the lines. Some again, we could actually, you know what, we should take advantage of these lanes that are blocked with the death runes, because otherwise they can't summon. I guess. I'd rather make sure they don't have the ability to come back. So we'll keep on over there. And it's gonna. Oh, it's 2 turns for bleeding. If that unit has transform. Around seeing. I want to stack on as much damage as possible, so we'll. So we're going to summon here, block that lane, also has the silence, and then at the end of the turn, we'll get a little bit of health back. Okay. We're starting to load up, so in response, we'll be using hits to attack. Okay. All of our units have bleed, but that's okay. They all have good health. Right. Moving on. Again, we're going to be summoning large units with health. This unit is still alive. That's a problem for us. I didn't realize that the bleed trigger would happen while the attack goes on. Have to keep that in mind. Okay, more bleeding. Okay, we just need to summon something to kill this. But I also want to make sure that in this case it is. So good. I want to use this. Yeah, we will. We'll summon this unit as get the melee kill. Also has immunity, and then whenever it gets attacked, it'll freeze their range units for a turn. I'll combo with this unit, which deals the damage to their range. Okay, so that summoning this unit has Reborn, also has Flight, so it will block this particular unit. And as you can see, we're getting a little bit of health back. Remember, once again, we're trying not to kill this particular boss, but we're trying to deal as much damage as we can. Okay, goes in there. We'll summon this unit as the spawn behind it. Going on. I'm going to focus putting our units on the bottom so that we can deal the extra damage and the summons. So light deals damage to 3 random units that are not order, but it will block for that. And pretty much like the other battle, if we can stack the sudden deaths, we can get the damage that we need. That'll die. And some more stuff. died, 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 died. Okay, we need to deal enough damage in order to kill this again, so we'll do shuffle once more, see if we got it. We can also freeze it too. See if we can get it. So not quite enough for damage. In case, we'll optimize for damage. Also because of the bleeding. We'll just go for that. Okay. When that puppet died, it removes all the negative effects from our side of the field, so that also includes the bleeding. All right. This unit, when it came into play, gave double attack to the units, so we just need to block for that. Doing damage over here. Okay. Deal a little bit of damage with this unit. These are some deaths now. Not sure if we're going to have enough. 9, 89, 77, 76. That's 166. Unit deals a little bit of damage. Right. Like I said, we want to just deal enough damage where we're not killing them. I think we might actually surrender. We'll do a little bit of sudden death damage just to get it in, and then we surrender. And as you can see, a lot of damage dealt on that particular round. Helped out a lot because we had those death runes coming, and then we were also able to control the board. We did have one misplay with at least one misplay, but the big one leaving this particular unit alive because the bleeding triggered and then the health boost occurred. But other than that, yeah, we are pretty much all set for the event for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be doing coverage of the event. It's talking about resource management, also talking about some of the quest nodes, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, or concern, leave a message on the Twitch channel. You should also check out the YouTube channel. Check out some of the past videos over there. And yeah, also subscribe if you want to see more videos coming out. Yeah, other than that, this is Happy Splasher.